Civilization V multiplayer is absolutely brilliant. But the problem with Civilization V is that the games just take so long to play. And if you're trying to get 2 people, 3 people, 4 people all online, all at the same time for any great length of time, it's going to be difficult. But now there is a method whereby you can play mass multiplayer games of Civilization V and send the file to each other automatically. This allows you to play a game over a few days, a few weeks, maybe even a few months, but get all that multiplayer fun far, far easier. And the doubly great news is this version of Civilization is compatible with mods as well. So finally we can play those modded Civilization games multiplayer. Let's get learning. Now, in the past, lots of people have been put off doing asynchronous multiplayer on Civilization V because it's such a pain in the butt moving files around from computer to computer. But this brilliant website called Giant Multiplayer Robot, which you can find at multiplayerrobot.com, actually makes the process really simple, really easy, and allows you to play multiple games at once with the greatest of ease. So you go along to the website, you sign up, you start your games by clicking on games, and as you can see here I've got 2 going at the same time. You create your game, you can decide how many human players you want, how many AI players you want, invite them all in, choose everyone's nations and countries, any other options you want such as DLC, and there's a little program that goes with it. And once your games are started, you install this little program on your PC. It pops up whenever it's your turn, and you click on you click on your turn. It automatically downloads the file for you, puts it in the right place in your computer, runs Civilization V for you, and you're ready to go with that particular turn for that particular game of Civilization V. And when you get in, you go to multiplayer mode. You then go to hot seat rather than the normal, just kind of general multiplayer game, and you'll find that Giant Multiplayer Robot program has automatically put your file in the right place and subtly called it, if I click on the load game button here, play this one. And so you click on that and you load your game, and it will take you straight into the match which has just been played by the previous person. In this particular case I'm playing it as Boadicea in the Celtic Empire. So the game will load up in exactly the same state as the previous player left it, except of course I will be playing as my civilization rather than their civilization. Any AI turns will happen automatically in order, and I can then just take my turn. I have no access to anyone else's like private city information and all that kind of thing, and they don't have access to mine. So I move my units, do all of my city tweaking, and then I'm ready to save. So as I click next turn now, you can see this process in action. I'm going to click save, click on the play this one again, hit save, and you'll see the program will automatically pop back up to the front of my screen. And it'll say, oh, I think you've just completed your turn. Have you? You make sure it's the right game and you click submit. And while it's doing that, I can go back to the main menu and get myself ready to play my second game. But because you can actually have lots of different games going with different selections of people, there's different countries, and with lots of different big maps and small maps all going at the same time. So I've submitted my first turn, and now I click on my remaining game, in which now it's my turn. It downloads it in, what was that, about a second. Go back in, hot seat, play this one, but now this time you can see I'm playing as the Roman, so this is now a completely separate game. And even better than that, this is a game with mods. I've got running on here the unofficial patch and the vanilla enhanced version of Civilization running for this particular multiplayer game. Now I think that Civilization V is a very, very good game, but I think that Civilization V modded is an absolutely incredible game. So the fact that I can now finally play these modded games with my friends is outstanding, and you can see here the amount of information I've got has changed, and all of the wonderful enhancements that are in the vanilla enhanced and unofficial patch are here for me to enjoy, but to enjoy while playing with other human beings as well. And Giant Multiplayer Robot allows me to do that. So the process is the same as it was in the first game. I take my moves, I do any other little tweaks I want to make, but I can take as much time as I like about it, which of course is another advantage of doing it the asynchronous way. And when I'm ready, I hit next turn and save it over that file again, and I can automatically upload it to the website using that wonderful little tool as well. Now, of course, as soon as I upload my file, the game automatically notifies my friend that it's now his turn. So his little program on his PC will now pop up and say, hey, it's your turn, download it, take your turns, and so on. And so what this means at the moment is I'm just turning my computer on once or twice a day, doing a couple of turns, and then sending it off for the next person to play. And the really great news is that to play up to 2 games is free. If you want to play more than 2 games at the same time, it'll cost you a small bit of money, but it is well worth the money, as I can now have a game going where I'm on turn 10, a game going where I'm on turn 100, a game going where I'm on turn 200, all at the same time, and maybe even have that with various different friends all at the same time. So it just means I can boot up Civ 5 once a day, maybe spend 10-15 minutes taking my turns and send it off for the next person to make their turns. And on top of that, there's even a holiday mode built in, so if I go away for 2 weeks, I can just set myself to holiday mode, and the computer or the AI will take my turns automatically for me. How brilliant is that? If you like Civilization 5 and you like playing multiplayer and you like mods, you've got to get involved in this. Thanks very much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more from the Adipose. All of the useful links for the mods and the giant multiplayer robot are in the description below. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.